In this tutorial, we'll walk through how to retrieve all of a user's credentials for all of the connections that they have between your application and any third-party integration that you've built on Alloy. When you build an integration on Alloy and you want your end users to integrate with a third-party connector, typically they would see the Alloy modal just like this. And this would be your company name right here, or your app name in this modal. And once the user clicks install, Alloy will seamlessly connect the end user's Shopify account to your application. Once that process is done, Alloy will generate a credential ID to uniquely identify the connection between your application and the user's Shopify account. If you want to read data from the user's Shopify account, or if you want to write data into the user's Shopify account, you're going to need that credential ID. And I'm going to show you how to get that credential ID to use in accessing resources within the user's Shopify account or any third-party accounts. I'm going to come in here into installation, and this is a user ID that I've created for a user who has integrated their Shopify account to my application. I'm simply going to copy this from the Alloy backend, and I am going to go into Postman. So right here in Postman, I'm going to paste that user ID in here. And I'm also going to link the documentation for this endpoint in the description box below. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to hit this endpoint /users/user ID. This is a query parameter that we're going to pass in here. You can see we're passing the user IDs and /credentials. And when I hit send, this is going to bring up all of the connections that the user has made between my application and any third-party application. And you can see that for this user, they've got Shopify connected, they've got Brightpearl connected, and they've also got a number of custom connectors connected as well. So anytime you see this alphanumeric values here, you know that this is a custom connector connection. Now, with that said, we can actually begin to access resources on this end user Shopify account. I can come into Shopify/get customers, and I can simply replace this credential ID here with the credential ID that we've copied from Shopify. Now, this is we're using Alloy's pass-through API here for Shopify. And I'm going to paste this credential ID in here, and once I click send, this should return all of the customer data on the end user's Shopify account. Now, these are all of the customers that this end user has got within their Shopify accounts. And we can actually we can read this data, or we can write data using this user's credential ID that we've just obtained from the retrieve all credentials endpoint.